Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Such a lovely day. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We have about a minute to go. Actually, a little less than a minute. So, for any of you who are chiming in, I'm Lisa Sherman. Good morning. Welcome to barre. Killer bar. Yeah, we love this. Make sure that you have some water. Pair of light weights. Good morning, Lisa. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, hi, two Lisas. I love this. Make sure you have some light weights. And oh, there she is. There's my girlfriend, Lisa Perman. And oh my good, Lisa Kushner. Oh, hi guys. Okay, let's get going. Make sure you have, I'm bending down this way because I have to, make sure you've got something to pull your weight away from, something that's anchored. I'll refer to this as the anchor. We're going to start on the floor, so have your mats, okay? Let's get this going. I'm going to turn the music on. Here we go. All right. Here we go. So, now everybody's different, okay? I said this last week. I have like a little pillow that I put underneath my neck. You can roll up a towel, do whatever. Some people have issues when they lie down flat, okay? And they end up hyperextending their neck, trying to keep their abdomen onto the ground. So this is having a pillow or a towel is a really good thing to have, and that way that will alleviate that problem. Some people have chin jut. Some people have like a kyphotic neck or back or cervical issues, and so that's why it's really important. So let's get started. Make sure you have full range of motion. In other words, I'm gonna lay down here. This is cool. And I'm not gonna hit anything with my feet, okay? Because you want a full range of motion. All right, so what we're gonna do, you guys, we're going to start with rehearsing the areas that we're going to really concentrate when we stand up at the bar, okay? Now my feet are about hip width apart. I want you to think of your feet like sponges. Like, you know what happens when a sponge, when you don't have water on it, it gets all gnarly, and then you put water on it, it flattens out. I want you to think that someone just sprinkled water on your feet. It's a silly imagery, but it works. I'm taking my feet, every toe, every bit of my foot is flattened and spread out like you have fins or something, or webbed feet. You have webbed feet. Place them on the floor. I'm going to take my belly button and I'm going to pretend my belly button and my spine are one piece. I'm going to press down on my heels. I'm going to lift my hips. No big deal. I'm going to take my shoulders and I'm going to bring my shoulders a little bit closer to my feet, my ankles. My knees are over my ankles, and I'm going to lift up. Now, this is the first one of the morning, so I'm not as loose yet, and you may find that same thing. We're going to hold this position. Now, I'm taking my pelvis, and I'm tucking my pelvis away from the floor. That means my pubic bone is going to be lifting slightly. That's okay. I'm going to bring my spine and my belly button to one. I'm going to hold this position. I'm going to muscle memory this. My hips are going to go down and up, so it's down, up. Bring it down, bring it up. Don't worry about the music per se. Stay with my rhythm. Down, squeeze up. Now I'm concentrating on the way up by pressing down on my heels. Even though my feet are flat, I'm pressing down on my heels. All right. Now we're going to be working with a slower beat per minute today because I really want you to concentrate on all the positions and postures that we're doing. Concentrating on the glute, on the calves, on the quads, on the hamstrings, on the core. And we're also going to be doing some upper body. All right. Now we're going to do 4 more. This is 1, don't worry about the music. 2, 3, and I'm holding up on 4. Now I'm holding this position. I'm going to put my hands under my butt and I'm going to lift up a little bit more now because I'm starting to get a little warmed up. I'm feeling that slight stretch in my quads. Now I'm going to go halfway down, up. So it's down, up, down, up, down, up. So I'm doing a smaller range of motion, shortening the range of motion. You're going to feel a slight more intensity. And down, up, bring it down, up, down. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Now I'm going down, up, and I'm squeezing my thighs together. So it's 8 and 7 and 6. I'm activating those inner thighs, firing them up for the workload coming in front of us, ahead of us. Squeeze 4, squeeze 3, squeeze 2, squeeze 1. Keeping my knees together, and I'm pushing up, 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 squeezing the thighs together. 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, last 3, ouch, 2, hold on, 1, open the thighs, bring the hips down. Bring your thighs in, excuse me, and give yourself a little hug. Roll side to side. All right, second set, a little more intense. Feet are placed in the same position, but now I'm going to be on the balls of my feet. I'm now going to press down the balls of my feet. I'm going to lift my hips. I'm going to squishy my shoulders, move my headpiece so that I'm in a much better position. Much better position. I'm going to muscle memory this. I'm going to take my belly button and my spine and pull them together. Tuck my hips under. Pubic bone is going to lift. Muscle memory this. Here we go. Bring it down, up, and stay with me. Don't worry with the music. 8 and 7 and 6. And every time I'm coming down, I'm thinking weight on the balls of my feet, pushing off the balls of my feet. 8 more, and it's 8, 7, dropping in one piece, lifting in one piece, and that's 4, 3, 2, holding up on 1. Rearranging whatever I have to. Halfway down, it's down, up, down, up, down, up. And I'm really now starting to concentrate on my core, really tucking my belly button, trying to touch my spine. That's what I'm thinking. Tuck, lift, pull, and push everything together. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, as I lift, I'm externally rotating my hips. My feet stay where they are, pushing off my balls of my feet, and I'm really starting to wake up those hip extensors. The hip is a ball and socket joint, so it enables all kinds of range of movement. Oh, good morning. I feel this from yesterday's class. And it's 4, 3, 2, and I'm going to hold it up with that external rotation. And 8, 7. Very small movements, and it's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Give yourself a good morning hug. Roll your feet around. Roll on your back, side to side. All right, open up those hips for a second and close. Put the leg down closest to you. Take your other leg and extend it straight up. Now I'm going to go back a little bit so I have a full range of motion. Oh, here's my dog Aura. Hello, sweetheart. This is my old girl. I love her. Hi, sweetheart. Mommy's okay. She's just lying down on the floor. I'm going to take my foot. I'm going to flex and point and flex and point. We have a lot of work coming up with our feet, so we want to be kind to our ankles. From being an ex-dancer, I learned that the hard way. And I'm going to now rotate my feet and my ankles for 4, 3, 2, and I'm going to hold this point. I'm going to take my leg Hi, sweetheart, they can't really see. Bring it down and kick. Bring it down, kick. Now really reach forward and reach straight up and back. And it's okay if your hips come off the floor. Okay, sweetheart, we're doing a little show right now. And it's, go on, baby, 4 and 3 and 2. You're gonna hold up on 1. Now I'm holding, bye Laura, behind my calf or the hamstring, not the knee. And I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a push and hold. I'm bringing my foot closer to my forehead. I'm gonna take the leg closest to you and I'm going to extend it on the ground. Now, you can stay in this position. This would be a level 1. Level 2, I'm going to take my hands behind my head and I'm going to lift my shoulders. Now, if you're, she's back. Now, if you find that you can't keep your spine on the ground, then you lift up that bottom leg so it's more adaptable for yourself. Hi, baby. So I'm holding this position, isometric contraction. My leg closest to you is not on the floor. And my shoulders are lifted. My neck and chin is relaxed. And I'm going to curl. Now this total exercise will be about 15 seconds. Curl and curl and curl, curl. 4 more. Make sure your spine is on the ground. 2 more. And hold. I'm going to bring both legs up. I'm going to put my head down. I'm going to open my thighs as wide as I can, and I'm going to let them hang. My spine is flat. My feet are pointed. My arms are straight, and I'm pressing down towards the floor, holding my legs open. My legs are going to try to close. My arms aren't letting it. Legs are trying to close as I'm pulling down against them. So I am acting as a resistance. And open, really press down as your legs trying to lift. They won't let you do it. Oh, yeah, baby, that's a hard one. Pull, open, and hold. Now, take your leg furthest from you, put it on the ground, bring this leg straight up. Now flex and point, flex and point, flex, point. Really work the muscles in your feet. Your feet are your foundation. If you're unkind to your feet, the rest of your body is going to really falter. Your body is like a marionette, round and roll around. You're a marionette. If there is a string that's not working, it's going to compensate something else. Now, keep that foot pointed. Let's go. Down and kick. Bring it down. Kick it. Bring it down. Kick. Bring it down. Up. Bring it down. Now, your tailbone may come off the ground. That's fine. No worries. This is early times in the class. Hold it here. We have a lot to do. Some of us have had a warm-up already, and some of us haven't. Shoulders down, bring that thigh closer to your forehead. Take the leg furthest from you and let it just be slightly hover over the floor. This is level 1. Level 2 individuals are going to lift your shoulders off the ground and continue holding this. Remember, if your spine is not flat, bring the bottom leg closer. Otherwise, point those feet, strengthen and reach away from your midline. Curl, curl, curl. 8 more. We're almost done with this section, then we're standing up. 4 more, everybody. Make sure your shoulders are elevated towards your sternum. 2 more. Hold on 1. Leg meets. Head down. Last time, open the thighs. Bring those thighs all the way around to the ground. Knees up. Rock and roll. Make sure you've got your mat, your water, your weights. Let's go. I'm going to rearrange the camera. Hopefully that works. All right, let's get started. Really important that you have something to ground, to anchor your weight. All right, let me get this hair back. Okay, let's do this. Yes, you can see me. Great. I'm going to bring you a little bit here. There we go. All right. Starting with your feet, excuse me, are hip width apart. And I'm just taking my feet, if you will, and I'm just rolling through the feet, rolling through the feet. Bring both heels down. Now, bend your knees slightly, lift up your heels, straight up and down. Do it again. Flex, flex, lift and down. Very, very basic. Now, I'm pulling away from my bar and I'm rolling through the feet. And I'm kind of preparing myself for the upcoming workload, which is coming. Flex, elevate, and down. 2 more. 1 more, everyone. Now hold it here. Offer your first balance. First balance. Hands are down. Your feet are going to continue being hip width apart. Elbows are in. My feet are positioned in front of my knees, in front of my knees. I'm going to squeeze my butt cheeks. I'm going to come down to an imaginary seated chair. I'm going to squeeze my butt cheeks, press down on my heels, bend my elbows, and come 3/4 up. Squeeze, drop, squeeze, 3/4 up. Notice that I am not changing my pelvis. I'm dropping and lifting in one piece. Squeeze, drop, squeeze, lift, squeeze. My knees are in line with my ankles. Squeeze, drop, squeeze, lift, which is why it's so important to have your feet slightly in front of your knees to do this. Again, squeeze, drop, squeeze, lift, squeeze. Sit on your heels now, push down to come up. 2 more. 1 more. And you're going to hold it here. Drop a little bit lower. Up a little. Down a little. Up a little. Now on the way down, I'm bringing my thighs in. They're touching, then opening. So keep on going. It looks like this. They touch, then open. 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 Again, 4, 3, 2, hold it here. Now just the legs, squeeze in and out. So it looks like this now. All right, squeeze in. And you're in that seated position, 90 degree. Last 8, 7, 6. Last 3, 2, and 1. Push down to come up. Shake out those legs. You would have felt that predominantly right in the center and slight lateral, that vastus lateralis, quadricep, hamstring, and glute. Okay, next section, zeroing in now on glute, hamstring. Remember, we're still in a parallel. Now I'm going to walk my feet back a little bit. I'm taking my ribs, making pretend I'm wearing a corset. I'm going to zip that up. Zip. Pull your ribs towards your spine. Hands in front of you. Let's talk about it. Let's get in that position. Okay? Now I'm not parallel to the floor yet. If I walk my feet in a little bit, which you may want to do, you can start to begin to find that parallel. The parallel would be if your hamstrings are parallel to the ground. That's something that we work for. Squeeze your butt on one. One. Drop. Squeeze your butt cheeks, press down on your heels to come up to the toes. So we're going to start here on those toes. 3, 2, heels down. I'm sorry, squeeze. Heels down, drop. Squeeze your butt, pull down on your heels, up to the toes. Squeeze on 1. Drop on 2. Squeeze your butt, press down on your heels, up to your toes. Let's go. Squeeze, drop, press down to come up. Squeeze, drop, come down to come up. Squeeze, drop, press down. Hi, Laura. Squeeze, drop, press down to come up. Squeeze, drop, press down to come up. Squeeze, drop. Now, do you notice in that drop, my shoulders are over my knees? Squeeze, drop, press down to come up. One more, squeeze, now hold. Now, I'm gonna try to get a little bit lower here. You see the alignment from the knee to the hip. I'm gonna take my hands under. That's if you have a bar. Drop down, up a little, down, up a little. If you don't have a bar, maybe you're holding on sideways. It's okay. Whatever you got. Drop down. Drop down. 8, 7. Drop down. Get those hips back. Hips back. Hips back. 2 more. Now roll all the way up to the toes and heels down. Beautiful. We're going to now put those 2 positions together. We're going to do this prior to going into an external rotation passe. Yeah, all that stuff. Okay. These positions have to be exact as much as you can. I will break it down and then we're just going to do it. All right? Now, my feet and my thighs are glued together as one. I'm pretty close to the bar to start this. Hands in front of you. Starting on your toes. Get high on those toes. The next position. Hi, Laura. Hi, sweetheart. Now, when I start in this squat position, I am sucking my belly button up so much. My heels are very high. But you see how I'm kind of far away? I'm not here. Hold. Next section, straighten the arms. You're in position now for your seated chair. I'm going to bend my elbows slightly and stick my butt back. I'm going to go back into the chair. Butt back, straight up and down. All right, here we go. On 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, elevate, squat, chair, squat, chair, squat, stand up and down. Again, up for 2, squat. Squeeze your thighs together. Sit in that chair, squeeze your thighs. Butt back, squeeze the thighs. Chair, butt back, squeeze the thighs. Stand up and down. Do it again. Up for 2, squat for 2, chair for 2, squat, sit back, chair for 2, squat, high on the toes and down. 2 more times. Up for 2, squat, chair, squat, chair, get lower, squat, stand up, bring it down, and again, up for 2, squat for 2, chair, sit back, squat, suck your guts in, chair, squat, stand up, and down, hold. This last time, We're holding each position so you get it into your head what we do, so we're ready for next week. Here we go. Up for 2. Get into your squat. Stay there. Your heels have to be so high. Suck those ribs up. Get those hips back. Elbows down. Chair. Straight arms. Shoulders over hips. Knees over ankles. Heels are high. Sit back. Look how far away I am from that bar. Get my butt back. Stay there. Heels high. Chair. Woo! Sit back. Stand up. And bring it down. Well done. And before we go on, just roll those feet again because we just did a lot of work. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now personally, I take my feet, but it's an old dancer's thing, and I also roll over. It's an old point stretch after being in point shoes all day, and it really helps to stretch that foot and those toes. Get some water, we're moving on. All right, next section, offering rotations. Now, there are times I'll be facing my anchor. There will be times I'm facing you so that you can see. It's only for visual purposes, okay? That's it. Get this mop back again. All right, you guys. External rotation, we have lots of things we can do. I'm going to be working with the leg closest to you to start, all right? Before we start, shoulders down, ribs are held, and I'm going to sit into a plie position. Now, I'm going to face you to explain further. It's a melting. Your body just melts. Your body melts. And the weight goes into the heels. The second it does that, I'm going to activate those adductors, inner thighs, all right? So, melt, then squeeze together. Melt and squeeze together. I'm sure some of you remember that Suzanne Summers Thigh Master? What was it, right? And it's crazy what they used to do on TV. There she'd be with her legs like this, using the Thigh Master for the world to see. It's a great little apparatus. I know all of you bought one. I know I did. So on the way up, think of the Suzanne Summers Thigh Master and squeeze those inner thighs really up high. Way up here, you guys. All right. Down and squeeze. One more. We're building up to something. Now you want to plie, releve, stand up tight, bring it down. Let's go. Plie, releve, straight up and down. Plie, releve, straight up and down. Plie, releve, straight up and down. Plie, releve, stay here. Now bend those knees. Straight out. Straight out. Straight out. And as you're doing this, keep going. I want you to think that your leg is rotating. Rotating in the hip. They pretend this is your hip. Your shoulder is also a ball and socket joint. So you can't really see, but as I'm opening up my thighs, I'm really rotating out. Out. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, hold on 1. Try balance. Beautiful. Hands down and put your heels down. I'm going to move kind of far away here, a little bit further from my anchor. Taking the leg closest to you, offering a passe, then putting it down. Looks like this, here. Now when I'm doing this, I'm really trying to get my toe above my knee, or at least to the knee, all right? Following the line of my leg. As I'm doing this, I'm opening up that hip, all right? Opening up that hip. Do it again. Open up that hip. Keep doing this. you're going to see a change. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. We're going to break it down. Don't worry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's hold on 2. Stay there. Now, my hands are in front of me. All my cats are in here right now. I don't know what's happening. Everyone's coming here today to class. My front knee is relaxed. I'm pulling kind of away from the bar. And my elevated knee and foot are the same line. I'm not here, okay? It's turned out. Now, when I come back, I take this foot and I turn it under. So I'm like, from here, I turn it back to where I started that passe. My hips are square. Then I put my foot down. So if you look at it this way, hips are square. Here, rotate. Rotate under, hips are square and down. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And on the count of 2, I pull back from the bar. 1, 2. When I pull back from the bar, I pull my guts up. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. 1, 2, 3. Rotate under. Good. 1. Back. Rotate under and down. 1. Back. Rotate under and down. 2 more. 1 more. You're going to hold the attitude. Hold. And circle. Circle. The leg goes away from me in a circle. Reach up and around your body. 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 For 4, 3, 2, hold on 1. Bend your front knee. Pull away. Up to the rhythm. Sit down into that standing thigh and lift the attitude. Lift. Lift. So you're flexing and extending. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plie, releve, straight up. Hi, boo-boo. Plie, releve, straight up and down. Plie, melt, releve, straight up and down. Fondue, releve. Suzanne Summer, inner thigh master. How is it? The thigh master. That's what it was called. Flex. Plie. Flex. And releve up and down. Hold it here. Second set. Straight down. Straight down and open. Straight down and open. Now when you're doing, keep going. While you're doing this, concentrate on your spine. Your muscles, you're zipping up your muscles. Your shoulders are over hips. You're way over on your toes. You're high. You're elevated. You're opening up your thighs like that door handle. Get lower. Open up those hips like I'm there rotating. Rotate those hips open. Rotate those hips open. Rotate those hips open. Last 3. Get lower. You're warming up now. 2. 1. Stand up. Heels down. Take the leg away from me. Passe. 1, 2, and down for 2. Looks like this. Now, when you do go to passe, don't sit in the standing hip. Pull up and pull up. Yeah. Pull up. Toe ball, heel down. Open up that thigh. Rotate that hip. So, if I do it correctly, you should not be able to see the knee coming up because I'm so rotated. You never know. It depends on the day. 2 more. If I wanted to, I could releve because I'm so lifted on that standing leg. 1 more. Now this time we're going to do it slow. Up for 2. Attitude. Turn it under and down. Remember, passe, attitude, rotate that toe under, hips are square, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull away from that bar. Shoulders over hips and down. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Passe. When I'm on the count of 2 is important. 1, 2. Get there. Get there. 1, 2. Rotate. In. 1, 2. Rotate. In. 1, 2. Rotate. In. 1, 2. Rotate. In. 1, 2. Up. Push off that standing heel to get up. Push off that standing heel to get that leg back up. And again, up, 2, rotate. And again, hold the attitude. From here, up and around. My ribs are being held. I'm pulling my belly button away from the floor. Keep circling. You have an imaginary mirror on the floor. That mirror is coming up, looking at you. Pull your ribs up. Show the mirror every position. The mirror is watching. 4. Make sure your foot and knee are the same line. Hold it up. Bend your front knee. Pull away. When you pull away, suck your ribs up. To the rhythm. Sit into your front hamstring. Now, elevate your attitude. So you're combining flexion, hip flexion and extension. 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the foot down, hold on to your anchor, pull back. Roll up, shake it out. Now we're going to go from external rotation back to parallel at the bar. Now I'm saying parallel, however, your hip, the working leg, the leg that's going to be towards you, we go into arabesque, has to be turned out. So we've just done all those exercising of a flexion and extension. Your hips know what they need to do. I'm starting in a first position. And I'm going to releve. High on my toes. I have that confidence. My thighs are very close together. I'm going to start with the leg closest to you. I'm going to stand on my opposite leg, on my toe, and I'm doing a very small arabesque. Very small arabesque. Now, what's most important, keep it, is when that leg is out, I don't care about height. This isn't a ballet class right now, all right? Is that this is your leg, make sure it's turned out, and your hips are trying to look forward, all right? So your hips are trying to look forward, your shoulders are forward, but your working leg is turned out. I'm gonna put my standing heel down. I'm gonna elevate my working leg a little more. Now I'm doing a circle, really small. In fact, I might take the arm closest to you and elongate it, gives me a better balance. Keep going. This is your leg, up and around, hardly moving. The most important is that you want to keep the height. So don't go up and dive down. You're going up from where you started. Up from where you started. 4, 3, 2, hold it up on 1. Now bend the front knee, lift the leg higher, straighten the front knee, bring the leg down just a little. Let's go. 8, lift. So I'm leaning into my front leg. I'm trying to keep my chest up. I don't want you diving. I don't want you bobbing for apples. That's what I say to my students. As I bend my front knee, I'm pulling away from the bar. lifting my back leg. 4, 3, 2, bring that leg down and forward. Getting into Shermanator, elbows in. Sit down. My foot closest to you is flat. I'll come this way. My other heel is elevated. Now I'm really driving back. Drive those hips back. All through here has to go back. I'm sharing a weight with my front heel and my other ball foot. Drive back. Drive back. Now pulse for 3. 3, 2, 1. 3, and I change my hand position. I'm going to pulse, pulse, and hold. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Knees are relaxed. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Drop down, 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 hold. Down, down, hold. Down, down, hold it here. Standing up. Balance. My leg closest to you is in front of the other leg. Hands down, bend the knees, shake it out. Other side. My legs are very close together. Irrelevant. I'm going to stand on the leg closest to you. Arabesque, the other side. Shoulders are trying to be forward. Hips are trying to be forward. My working leg is turned out. I'm going to put my standing heel down. And I'm going to circle. 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 Keep going. People always ask me, how do you circle? Always go towards the midline of your body. That's a rule of thumb. Go towards the midline of the body. Don't drop that leg. Keep the height. That's the hard part. Roll around. Elevate. Rotation. Elevate. Rotation. Elevate. Rotation. Circle. Circle. Remember that imaginary mirror? It's looking up. Pull your guts up. Pull your muscles away from the skin. Up and around. Up and around. Up and around. Up and around. All these things to think about. Shoulders relaxed, shoulders square. Don't drop that leg. Flex the front knee. Straighten it. As you pull away from the bar, suck your guts up. To the rhythm. Now I am lifting my back leg the same time I'm flexing my front leg. Hold your guts up. Don't bob for apples. Keep your chest up. Four more. 4, 3, this is hip extension. 2, bring that elevated leg forward. Get into your, what I call the Shermanator. Hips are square. Front heel is lifted. Other foot is flat. Drive back. And let's go. Sit back. Knees are in line with my ankles, or this knee is in line with my toe. Hold your guts up. Get your butt back. 3 pulses. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to change my hands. Pulse, pulse, hold deep. Pulse, pulse, hold. Pulse, pulse, hold. Pulse, pulse, 2 more. Pulse, pulse, hold, pulse, pulse, standing up, releve. Focus, balance. Arms down, feet down. Shake it out. Get some water. Get your light weights. Get your light weights, everybody. Okay. Okay. We're going to put a combination together. We did this last week. The nice thing about it, it kind of gets everything at once, and that's a nice thing. All right. Ribs are held, shoulders down, chest is high. Anterior flexion and down. I'm going to face this way for now, so you can see the alignment. Now, when you're working with light weights, you have the ability to rotate. You have the ability to do lots of repetitions, which means you can do more. So this is your anterior deltoid that we're concentrating on. 4 more. We're going to put a combination together. Then we're going to do 1 more set of legs. Try to stretch, get you out of here. To the side, here. Now, what's most important, look at the alignment. My wrists and my elbows are in the same line. Watch out for this. Yeah, broken wings. Some people need to bring their arms a little bit more in front of them. You know, some people have different ability to bring their arms a little bit further back. It's up to you. Let's go forward for 2. Anterior, medial deltoid, wide. Do it again, please. Anterior, hi boo-boo. And, oh my animals are here today. Do it 1 more time, please. And you're gonna see me do a change. Join me, please, now. So with this, simply because of the slight change, if you will, the elbows are higher than the wrists. You're gonna activate a few different muscles, primarily your medial, I can't talk today, and upper traps. Keep going, keep going. Join me. This is gonna offer some external rotation. How about that? You've heard that today with the legs. Remember, the hips and the shoulders are ball and soccer joints. That means they have many available opportunities for position. 2 more. Let's put it together. Ladies, go forward. Forward, go side. Do your traps. I'm gonna call this wing and rotate. Go forward, go side. Wings and rotate. Ha. Beautiful. Forward, side. Wings and rotate. Nice. Forward, wings. I'm sorry, I lied. Wings. Now rotate. We'll do it again because that was my screw up. Anterior, medial, wings, rotate. Now give me a bicep curl. Very easy. I know these are very light weights. So we're going to go into a combination. Hold on 1. Now I went into a squat. This is 1. Sit there. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sit low and up. 1. So now we have those shoulder extensions. Get low, come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm looking at my kitty who's just sitting under my thighs here, looking at me. Sit and up. All right. So now we pretty much have done all kinds of things with our shoulders. Let's go from the beginning. Go forward. Forward. Now side. Now wings. Rotate open. bicep curl squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get low now from the top. Anterior, side, wings. Rotate open. Ha, bicep curl squat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sit low. 2 more times. Anterior, side, wings. Rotate open. Yeah. Curl. 2, 3, 4, 5. Get lower. Last time. Anterior, side, wings. Rotate head. Curl. Lift and curl. Extend. Big squat. Hold here. Elbows back. My feet are together. I'm going to suck my ribs up, sit back slightly. We're not going to be here long, you guys. We can't be. I just want to try to get all the important dynamics today. Now, when you're working tricep, tricep has 3 heads, hence the word tri. So there are different ways of executing tricep. Most important, not getting into an anatomical discussion here, get those elbows higher than your rib cage. Get them higher. And when you flex in, don't go all the way here. Don't lose it. Keep the elbows up. Keep the elbows up with only a slight relaxation in between. Give me 3 pulses. 3, 2, 1 and hold. 3, 2, 1 and hold. 3, 2, 1. Last time, because we're on a time limit here. And bring it down. Put your weights down. Okay. Take your right arm to the side. Your right arm. This is your left. It's my right. Let's go. Out, out, circle. Out, out, circle. Yeah. Just kind of loosen up a little bit because of what we've just done. Good. Reach, reach. Open, 2 more, reach, reach, open, last time, reach, reach, open, hold on to your hands and back, press down, pull down, open up the chest, take your head to the left, take your head to the right, cross, give yourself a hug, say hello, that helps the stretch, shake it out, let's go. Okay. We're going to do like about 4 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes of second position plie, and then we're going to get into a little bit of a stretch, and you'll have to do the rest of your stretch on your own. Get into a, let me change this position a little bit now. Don't be too wide, because you won't be able to execute everything you need to do. Concentrate on the muscles underneath your butt cheek. Always think like you're holding a penny under your butt cheek. Yeah, you got it. Shoulders down, hips are turned out. Hip bones are square. Legs are turned out. Releve on 1. This is 1, 2, press down 3, 4. Releve 1. Now when you releve, really tuck that butt cheek. When you drop on 2, heels are high. Flat back here. Now press my heels down, I press down lower, and then I squeeze my inner thighs together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Releve. Drop. Don't let that booty come out. In other words, I don't want to see that. All right? Let's go. Releve. Drop. So you releve, plie, heels down, squeeze up. Releve, plie, heels down, squeeze up. Releve, plie, squeeze down, pull it up. Releve, plie, squeeze down, and up. Up. Plie, and releve, plie, press down and up. 1 more. Now Now hold. Now slowly down. Keep going. As you're going down, I'm gonna move my mat here. You're really opening up those thighs again. It's hard, the camera angle here. But I'm opening up my hips. Opening up my hips. Opening up my hips. Opening up. Keep going. Open up those hips. Open up those hips. You're high on your toes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up on releve. Balance. Open the arms, bring the legs down. Like we did in the beginning. Roll your feet onto your toe ball heels. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go back into your second position. Feet are flat. Hands are held. Bend the knees and hold. I'll see the angle here. There we go. Sit there. Sit there. Sit there. Push down on your heels. Lift. Lift. It's a hard angle here. Keep going. Lift. 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 Pushing down your heels, working those inner thighs. 4, 3, 2, and all the way up. Walk your feet in. Roll your toes over. Shake your legs out. Let's go to a little stretch here. Now, I'm going to concentrate, and I want you to really understand it's very important that you, don't go away, very important that you guys stretch after this because we will not have the time here for today. What I want to mostly concentrate on, which people never do, take the leg furthest from the camera. Press that heel down. Bend those elbows. Straight body on an angle. Straight on an angle. Vertical on an angle. Go figure that one out. Press your back heel down. You did a lot of work with your calves. Stretching out your soleus, Achilles tendon. Hi, boo-boo. I don't know what's with you guys today. Please change feet. Boo-boo, I gotta stretch everybody. I know, sweetheart. I know. You guys did great. I will be here next week. Hopefully this will continue. I can't tell you what's gonna happen after January. I do hope so. For those of you who can come to see me, I'm in Middletown on Wednesdays, 10:30. Take the leg that's closest to you. Hold on to that foot. Start with the knees together. Any questions or concerns? vocalfit46@gmail.com. Now, I'm going to bring my pubic bone forward as I lift my legs slightly and stretch my quadricep. Everybody's stretch is different. Really make sure you stretch so many more areas. Hips, inner thighs, everything. When this is done, we only have 2 minutes left. Bring that leg across. Sit your hips back. Really try to open up this thigh. Very important. I'll be able to do 2 more stretches and then I gotta shut down, you guys. So make sure you stretch your hamstrings and inner thighs and quads and spine and everything else when we're done. Right away, bring the other leg across. Open up that hip. You will feel tightness tomorrow. You will. What, baby? Ah. Hold on to that toe. Foot furthest from the camera. Knees are in line with each other. I'm gonna bring my pubic bone forward as I take my leg back until I feel the stretch in that quadricep. Now, for purposes today, I can't do all the regular stretches on the bar. We don't have time. So what I do want to do is, I see you. Bring the arms up, and I'm gonna turn this way for better view. I'm gonna roll down, I'm gonna bend my knees, I'm gonna arch my spine, I'm gonna come down to the floor. Now, I'm on my fingertips, everybody. Boo-boo. I'm on my fingertips, my legs are apart, and my fingertips are going forward. I'm not sure how much you can see. Now, while I'm on my fingertips, I'm gonna roll back onto my heels. Back onto my heels. As I press back onto my heels, I'm pressing my butt. I'm lifting my butt up. So I'm rocking back. That's gonna get lower back and stretch those hamstrings. I'm now gonna walk my hands forward. Drop my head, relax my body. Bend my knees. I'm gonna roll up one vertebrae at a time. Come here, you wanna be in the camera so much. So, this is my boo-boo. Thank you for joining me. Again, any questions or concerns, vocalfit46@gmail.com. Thank you, Jersey Strong. See you next week. Have a great day. Bye.